So after pressure washing your screens, we're gonna dry them. I let mine air dry a little bit. However, if yours is fresh, it's gonna be really wet. Instead of taking paper towels and rubbing all over, which can scratch and put a hole in the screen, you're supposed to take it over to the counter. Before you do that though, you need to wash the counter. If there's any dry or wet ink on here, it'll get on the screen, and again, it can ruin the screen. So wash the counter and then you'll put it down. And the best way to dry it is actually by taking the scrap pieces of paper over here, laying them flat and rubbing, okay? And then also flipping it and doing that in the corners where water is going to accumulate more. We definitely want the corners dry. If you could let it air dry overnight, that's the best way. However, if we're trying to be quick and do this in class, we're going to be using the paper and just lightly pressing it down on the screen to absorb the moisture out of it. After it's dry, we need to tape up the edges. If you look at the screen, you're going to notice that you can see the white mesh around it. The emulsion didn't go to the edge, which means that all that area around ink will seep through. And so if you try to print on a shirt, you're going to get a nice little design with a block around it. So we have to tape those off. The tape that we use is printmaking tape. If you try to use other tapes like masking tape, it's going to leave a sticky residue. It's gunky, it's gross. This is best. I don't really like sharp objects near the screens. Again, they can tear them. So instead, you don't need to cut them. I'm going to show you how. The first part is just the measure, how big you need plus a little bit. And then you stick your thumb right in the middle and pull. Okay, you don't need scissors, you can do this. And what we're doing is we're trying to put it down on the flat part of the screen first and then attach it to the metal side. What you don't really want is a flat and then a flat. So like that 90-degree angle, your tape doesn't need to be a perfect 90 degrees. Instead, if it curves up, it's actually easier to take off later. So we're sealing up all that mesh on all four sides. Flat part first, and then up to the edge, sealing it so that ink isn't going to get through. So this one side right here, we have flat, smooth on the screen, and it just goes up and is attached to the metal. You're going to do that for all four sides, checking to see if there's any holes or gaps where ink can get through. Okay? After that, we're ready to print.